Page 10, section 4.6. Rearrange a formula in one step. So in geometry, we are actually going to go over this in the last chapter as well when we do angles. But this is I'm going to ask you guys this in a couple of months and see who remembers this rule. So this is actually a formula to find the exterior angle of a triangle. So this outside angle right here is actually the sum of these two interior angles. So the formula is D equals A plus B. Right? So to get this angle, to get that angle, you have to add up the two other ones. Okay? Rearrange the formula to express A in terms of B and D. So here, if you're reading this and you're thinking, what are they saying? Right? This equation here is D equals. I don't want D equals. I want B equals, and I want A equals, and I want B equals. Okay, so express A. So this is my equation right here. What I want to do is I want to rewrite the equation so that it's A equal. That's all it's saying. So if I want A by itself on one side, what do I move over? What do I move away from that A? Jimmy? The B. Yeah, that's it. Just move that B. So then my new equation is D minus B equals A. Okay. And that's it. Again, there's no difference with writing it like this or like this. These two means the exact same. I just have A on the right side here and I have A on the left side here. Okay. So even though the language seems like very weird, just read the first part, express A. Okay, and that's all it means. The circumference of a circle in terms of its radius is given by the formula C equals 2 pi r. Rearrange this to isolate r. So isolate r, solve for r, that all means I want that letter equal. Okay. So if I have, by the way, how many terms are here on this side? Yep. One term, because it's not separated by any plus or minus sign. This is 2 times pi times r, so this is all just one term. And you're timesing in between. So opposite, I have to get rid of the 2 pi. How do I move it? Divide it. That's right, because I'm multiplying here, so I'm dividing. So my equation, it's going to look weird, but it's not wrong. It's like this. Okay. You could divide the 2 first and then divide the pi, but when you do that, it's just the same. It's C over 2 pi. Remember, pi is just a number. Okay. And then C, the area A of a square is related to its side length by the formula A equals length square. Find the length to the nearest tenth of a centimeter of a side of a square with area 32. Okay, so let's rearrange this first. So they want you to find the length, so solve for L. Okay, so I want L by itself. What do I have to move away? I want to solve for L. I want L by itself.
Oh, we have to get rid of the epsilon.
Yeah, I have to get rid of that square. And what is the opposite of square? Square root. That's right. Okay. Since you guys are my gifted class, okay, is this correct? Since you guys are my gifted class, I'm going to ask this tricky question. Philip?
You technically need a plus or minus.
Good job. Okay. When you square a root, you actually have a plus or minus answer, right? All right. For now, it's okay if we just have this square root. Later, when you get into grade 10 and 11, that's when you have to add that plus or minus sign in front, because 3 times 3 is 9. But what else? Negative 3 times negative 3 is also 9. So that's why when you undo a square, you actually have a plus or minus in front, because you can have two answers. Okay. If you don't write that on the test, that's perfectly fine. Just leave the square root button as square roots symbol for grade 9. Okay. But I just wanted to let you guys know there's actually technically 2. Right? So then it says it has an area of 32, so you're going to sub in 32 for A. And so when you square root it, 32, you get this answer. What is my final answer then? Armin?
You have to give me the radical or decimal.
Read the question.
Oh, yeah, to the nearest 10.
To the nearest 10.
Roughly equal to 5.7.
5.7, good job. L equals 5.7 centimeters. So Armin, you still lost half a mark. So imagine if you left it as radical, you would have lost half a mark for not rounding, and then half a mark for the unit. So for a simple question like this, you got the right answer, but you would have had no mark. Okay? So make sure you read the question carefully, round if you need to, and also units. Alright. Last one. Example 2. Rearrange a formula in more than one step. So the equation of a line relates y to x, m, and b. So y equals mx plus b. You'll do tons and tons and tons of stuff with y equals mx plus b in the next chapter or 2. Rearrange this to express x in terms of y, m, and b. So again, this sentence right here, what am I solving for? X, right? So just read the first part, express x. So that's all I mean. So y equals mx plus b. I want x by itself. I want x equal. I don't want y equal. What do I move away first?
The B.
The b, just like how we normally do when it's a number. Move the adding and subtracting first. So I get y minus b equals mx. And then last step. Yep.
You divide it by m, so x is equal to y minus b over m.
Yeah. So y minus b all over m equals x. Okay. When you divide, remember you're dividing the whole expression right here. So that's why you put it over everything. Okay. And that's the lesson. 8 minutes. Okay. So it's not hard, but it can get confusing because there's so many letters. So that's why on page 10 for the homework, I know this may seem like it's repetitive, but on the test, these are the only type of questions that you'll see. It's just going to be like this. So that's why I do want you guys to try all of this. Okay. I will say, do question. Page 10, number 10 to 11, number 1 to 4, and then 6 to 8. 6 to 8. Alright, or AKA 1 to 8, skip number 5. Alright, looking at the schedule, tomorrow, since it's credit rescue day, you guys don't come in. Thursday, we're gonna do the review But then Friday, it's a day 1. So that means you guys are gonna write the tests on Monday. Uh-huh.
Wait,
Chapter 4 test, Monday, October 28th.
isn't tomorrow also a late start? So does that mean
Oh,
Wednesdays?
whoa.
You get to sleep in.
You are so good.
That's the legendary book.
It's late start, not